What's up? Mental Sunday. I just want to get this off my brain. Sometimes things get stuck bouncing around in my brain, and I just need to get rid of them, right? Get them out of my brain. You guys are my therapy. Once I get them out of my brain, then my life's easier. I'm going to go watch a movie with my family after this. AWA summer camps, guys, they're moving fast. I think last year the overnight camp sold out by March 2nd. This year's going to be faster. I don't know when it's going to be, but they are filling up rapidly. I want to say on average, probably 40 of 60 slots filled in the camps. So, Mental Monday, without further ado, why Gabe Arnold should have wrestled against Penn State and how you can get people to respect you. So, I obviously made the point, very valid point, that if you're going to talk trash against someone, you got to show up. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'll give you a history lesson. Gabe Arnold has been talking trash about Carter Starocki for 3 years, since he was a senior in high school, right? So this is the third season of him talking trash. He has had the opportunity to wrestle him now multiple times, and he's not made the walk either times. I take offense to that. I don't like that very much. Now, everyone is saying, it's not his choice. It's his coach's choice. It's like, maybe. You could take the easy way out there and say, that was my coach's choice. I couldn't do it. But let me tell you guys, this is my Mental Monday. I'm going to tell you guys how to get what you want, how Gabe Arnold could have got what he wanted. And who knows? Maybe you guys can get better once you learn how to get some respect. So, if Gabe Arnold goes to the brands and says, hey man, I've been talking trash. This is my match. You're going to give me this match. I'm going to tell you what. He's probably going to get it. And you guys are, oh my gosh, how could he talk to his coaches like that? No, he's a man, right? That's another thing. Some people are saying, oh my gosh, you guys are hiding behind a computer screen, talking about a kid. It's like, well, not really. He's 20 years old. I mean, they're damn near professional athletes at this point. They're getting paid to compete. And so if we want to give commentary, editorialized. And then on the other side of it, I've been getting commentary on me since I've been 15. And so I understand what it feels like. And this is just what happens. So if he goes to Coach Brandon and says, hey man, give me the damn match, I'm telling you, he's getting the match. And he probably doesn't have to go to the length of saying, hey, if you don't give me this damn match, I'm leaving the team. He probably doesn't have to go that far. Because if they know who he is, they know that's what it's going to come down to. And you go, again, draw the line in the sand and get your respect. Now let's talk about this. I'm going to tell you 2 stories and then we're going to keep on going through it. Number 1. First year in college, similar situation, probably not quite as high level, but Coach Smith wanted me to wrestle the freshman sophomore division of the Missouri Open. The Missouri Open at that point in time was a very high level open tournament. I think, Oklahoma State had their varsity, Oklahoma had their varsity, kind of a bunch of good dudes. I said, Coach, I didn't come here to wrestle the damn freshman and sophomore division. Put me in the varsity division. I am not wrestling that division. I think I'm wrestling. I ain't gonna wrestle in that division. I'm wrestling the good guys. And, he was very hesitant, but it was like when he saw how serious it was and when he saw that I wanted to take accountability and responsibility for myself, he put me in there. I think he pushed back maybe a little bit, but then he was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And I had a medium day. I beat the national champ that day. I lost a couple times though, right? And that was kind of the highs and lows of, your freshman season is I had a couple of really good wins, but I had some not so great losses. And so again, I went in there and I demanded, no, I'm not going in that division. I'm going in that division. That's how it's going to be. And listen, I was 18 at that point. Yes, guys, that's how you can talk to people. You can talk to people like that and get what you want sometimes. Okay, second story. Keegan O'Toole. Let's see, so he was not a man at this point, but he was getting close. I want to say maybe he was 17, say. So it's like 3 days away from junior nationals and he calls me and he says, hey man, I got to go up a weight class. I think it was 132. I can't make 132 anymore. I got to go up to 138. I said, no, this is bullshit. I said, you're waiting until 3 days before the tournament. You're freaking only, I don't know, you're only 5 pounds over, whatever it was, right? No, that's crap. You're not going 138. You're going to go 132. I want to say he had a really good junior duels. He beat everyone at junior duels. That's the way your class you're going. And we get done with the phone call. He calls me back in an hour. He says, I'm going up. It's like, okay. I respect that. I really respected that he was going to do what he wanted to do. That I could not sway him. And listen, I use this tactic a lot of times. I'll push back on kids the first time. I'll say, no, it's a bad idea. Don't do that. And I want them to fight for and earn their respect. Right? He said, I'm a man and I'm going to make the decision I want to make. I'm going 138. I respect the hell out of that. I respect that so much more. And that's what I want all my kids to do. I want all my kids to say, This is my life. I'm going to take accountability and responsibility for my life, and I'm making the decisions. I'm driving this ship, right? That's what we're shooting for. I don't want a kid who's dependent on me. I don't want a kid who wants me to make every decision for him. Do you guys want that? It's not what I'm trying to get. My kids are younger. I'm trying to get them to make their own decisions in life. It's their life. I can help them. I can help them a lot, but it's not my life. It's their life. They have to live their own life. And so I respected Keegan O'Toole so much more when he said, hey, man, I'm not doing that. I advised him the exact opposite. So he, right? And then and needless to say, he went and won the tournament. It went really well. And obviously, I've had other kids do the opposite. And again, when they make that decision, do the opposite. I mean by they pick their own weight class, and then they do poorly because they picked the wrong weight class. And then it's like, listen, I don't go rub their face in it afterwards, but I say, hey, man, like you could kind of see my perspective here, and you could see why I wanted you to wrestle the other weight class. And most times they get it, and then they're going to consider that moving forward. But again, I respect the fact that they want to make their own decision. Okay? Now, obviously, you got to be reasonable here. Can't be ridiculous, right? If it's the fourth string Iowa guy who's getting pinned by everyone in the room and he says, put me in against Carter Starocki. Coach Brandon go, no, you suck. You get pinned by everyone. I'm not putting you in the freaking duel. Like, you're being ridiculous. And, honestly, that guy's never going to get respect because he has no self-awareness. He's being totally ridiculous. But Gabe Arnold is not totally ridiculous. Gabe Arnold is de facto starter. He has had a very good year. He's very competitive. The duel is not even in the balance. It really wasn't at that point, right? It was, I don't know what the score was. It was a lot too little. They weren't going to win at that point. And so really there's no reason why Gabe Arnold shouldn't have been in there. And then the last thing I'm going to add in here, I actually was thinking about going on this, like, getting respect thing. This is why some of you guys are unhappy in your marriages, because you don't demand respect from your wife. You let them push you around, and they know you can't stick up and make your own decisions. And that's the same thing when you go to work. You get to work and you get bossed around. You don't stick up for yourself. One person I respect. So I respect people who stick up for themselves. You know who sticks up for themselves a lot? Ron freaking Paul, the not dirtiest politician to ever grace Washington, D.C. And I asked him one time, I said, Ron, I've been following you for so many years. You cut through all the bullshit. You don't let anyone push you around. You stick to your morals. You stick to your convictions. You always vote the way you say you're going to do. What's the trick? And he said, Ben, I spent about 3 years telling people no. Once they realized that I had respect for myself and I was going to hold true to my convictions, they just stopped bugging me. They didn't bother me anymore, right? So by holding true to his convictions, he got the respect of everybody. They didn't even bother me anymore because they know this guy, he's unflappable. He's not going to get pushed to the other side. Okay, one more topic before I go all over the place about getting respect. Getting respect is important in life. Why does the team have to come first? I think this is an interesting one, right? Because I'm a coach now, so I have a team. Why does the team have to come first? Right? So in that scenario, people are saying, oh, well, it's better for the team. Angelo Ferrari is more competitive. And listen, Angelo Ferrari was very impressive. Really was. He did a really good job. But again, the duel wasn't even in the balance. But why does the team have to go first? And I'll tell you what my policy is with AWA. I got my AWA logo right here. My policy with AWA is lots of times I let the athletes come first, right? Very rarely are we trying to win a dual meet tournament or a tournament or whatever. Most of the time I let the athletes come first because here's what I know. I know if I take care of them, if I would do what's best for them, and sometimes, right, sometimes I can say, hey, can you cut to the next weight class or can you go up or something? But if I let them do what's best for them, they know then that I have their best interest in mind. And because I have their best interest in mind, they know I care about them, right? And if they care about them, they're going to work harder. They're going to stick around more. They're going to be more invested. All these positive things are going to happen because I know I care about them. And if enough of them know that, and they just keep sticking around and working hard, guess what? Long term, it's going to be super beneficial for my team. So it might have been a little less than beneficial in whatever that dual meet tournament or whatever it was, where I could have asked more out of that person, or could have said take one for the team. While it may have been more beneficial for that singular moment, that one moment, over the entirety of the lifespan of Ashburn Wrestling Academy or whatever team it is you're coaching, if you just do best by the athletes, they're going to trust you more. They're going to be more invested. More positive things are going to happen. And then you're going to keep more of them around. And if you keep more of them around, your team is going to get really, really good. right? And then, you know, at some point, they're going to realize you care about them. And if you really need them to wrestle a certain weight class, they'll probably do it, right? At some point. But I say, put the athletes first. And if we put the athletes first, then everything's going to take care of itself over the long term. So, that's what I got. I feel like Gabe should have just went and demanded. Said, hey, man, I've been talking trash on this dude. I need to go fight him. I didn't get to fight him last year. You let me go battle him this year because I've been talking trash. And I think if he would have done that, he would have got what he wanted. Although the Brands brothers' interpersonal skills are not great. And you can tell this by Tony Ramos leaving and Thomas Gilman leaving and kind of the rift that those things cause. But you know what? Actually, I got a book suggest for you guys. I meant to bring this book out. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it's right on top. Look at this, guys. If you want to learn how to deal with people and deal with situations, I cannot recommend a book better than this. 48 Laws of Power. I've recommended this book to so many people. It is essentially it's talking about 48 different scenarios and the power structures and how to deal with things. That's kind of what I'm talking about tonight. How to get your respect. Okay. I hope this was somewhat informational for you. I hope you get more respect in your life. And if people won't give you respect, you need to either earn it through whether it's hard work or whatever, or you need to go find some people who aren't dirtbags and who will respect you. Because I want to coach people and I want to deal with people who I can respect. I respect them, right? And if I didn't respect them, I really wouldn't want them around me all that much, right? So find people who respect you and go around earning respect, and that's by holding yourself in high regard, working hard, and doing all the right things. I hope that made sense. It's kind of all over the place. Go check this book out, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Such an awesome book. I'm out of here.